Your Lordship, I really appreciate the way my friend Aprajita has conducted herself in the court and presented the viewpoint of Mrs. Sonal Ahuja with regards to her application for seeking the custody of her child post her divorce with Mr. Ahuja. Now, while I appreciate everything what Ms. Aprajita has said, and before I submit my case in front of your Lordship, I would like to make a disclaimer. And while I'll be submitting my case, I have no intentions to assassinate the character, the individual character of Mrs. Ahuja, or in any manner give my opinion towards her liberty, towards her personal individual rights. So hence, my submission to the court is that I should not be read wrong on that particular aspect. Now, broadly, I would like to submit 3 points to press my case. Point number 1, Your Lordship, though it's a matter of individual independence of a person, the kind of lifestyle he has, what he eats, what he drinks, where he goes, it has got nothing to do with an individual's independence. However, when we view this particular point with regards to the present case, wherein such things, if Your Lordship are viewed from the prism of being a good parent, and then I certainly feel that it makes a lot of difference. Now, the example which I am going to quote is that Sonal Ahuja, just after, I would say, few days or maybe couple of weeks after a divorce from Mr. Ahuja, her lifestyle, partying till late nights, drinking, with, of course, with friends, which is certainly is not an offense at all. It's a personal liberty. But when we look into these things from the angle of good parenting, I would underline, from the angle of good parenting, So this thing really doesn't gel in a right sense, because no matter how advanced we could be, but there are certain values which we need to inculcate to our children. And here, the basic question is of the custody of the child. And that needs to be evaluated from the values which any parent to whomsoever the custody of the child would go, as to he or she is going to impart to the child's growth. That is the pertinent question in this case. And whatever I've said, I have evidence to that effect. And with the due permission of the court, I can have these facts placed before the court. The second point, which again connects to her personal lifestyle, which certainly, of course, would affect, I would underline again, would affect the upbringing of the child whose custody, in case if, is given to Mrs. Ahuja. And that is, with due respect to her and to her personal liberty, the personal lifestyle which she is having, the kind of relationships she is having with various people, which certainly are socially not permitted in our country, especially in a manner which might adversely affect the upbringing of the child. And of course, it has a direct link with her lifestyle. And the third point which I would like to emphasize here is that Mr. Ahuja is a person, he, on the contrary, besides delegating his professional duties, beside executing his professional duties, he is a person who has been giving good amount of time to his child so that his child is very well taken care. Again, there are evidences to that effect as well. Not only this, financially also, he is very well to do, and probably he can afford all types of good cultural values, good upbringing to the child, which may otherwise be required to bring up a child. Now, all these things that I've submitted in front of the court are the basic outlines, and I would request to the court, I may be given an opportunity to submit all these points by way of the evidences which I have, so that I can prove my point in a more effective manner. So for the time being, I rest my argument. Thank you.